皆さんこんにちは。今日は実際にオーバーラッピングをして、僕の今までやってきた、歌とかを通してやったその反復練習を繰り返すとどんな風に英語が発音できるようになるのか、文字を見ただけでどう発音できるようになるかっていうのを実際にやってみたいと思います。で、音と文章を合わせて聞いて今オーバーラッピングをしてみたいと思います。Okay. It was important in the ancient Egyptian way of life to preserve the body physically after death. The Egyptians had an elaborate notion of the afterlife and felt that to take full advantage of it, the physical body must remain in existence. They took great precautions, therefore, in the treatment of corpses, especially of high-placed individuals and most particularly of pharaohs. The internal organs, which decayed most easily, were removed and stored separately in stone jars, although the heart, as the very core of life, was replaced in the body. The body was then steeped in chemicals. No secret, forgotten preservatives were involved. Common substances such as beeswax, oil, and salt were used, though the procedure could be very complicated and it took up to 70 days. The body was then wrapped in bandages which were smeared with pitch to make them waterproof. Foreigners who came to Egypt were always amazed at this care for corpses, for in all other lands, bodies were buried. 正しい発音は buried。A ですね。A の buried みたいな感じです。そこに R と B の発音を入れると buried。すいませんでした。They were burnt or otherwise quickly disposed of. The Persians, who conquered Egypt in 525 BC, were among those amazed at the preserved corpses. They were almost conscious of the waxy pitch with which the bandaged corpse was coated, and their word for this was mom. To the Arabs, this became mamia, and to us, it is mummy. The word has acquired a broader meaning: any body, animal as well as human, which has accidentally been preserved under conditions which keep the flesh reasonably intact, is said to be mummified. Mummified mammoths have been discovered under the Siberian ice, for instance. 全体的にはこのぐらい綺麗な発音でできるようになります。